You know how I told you I wrote it out, this thing?
You wrote in a specific order?
Well, I wrote for my reasoning, like, because you know how we always explain the reason for our fucking whatever. So I wrote out my reasoning so I wouldn't go on this rambling tangent that I always do when I try to describe my album, because I think of something while I'm talking about what I'm talking about, and it's like, and then there's fucking this guy.
And now you're talking about it.
Dude, we're on another show with you. We know how you do.
I know, dude. I'm trying. I'm fucking trying. Okay.
Freddy should listen to this one day and be like
progress.
And be like, oh, he's trying for their show, but not for my show. What the fuck?
Well, I'm just trying in general. It's not my fault that there's so many other people that fucking wind me up like JoJo the Idiot fucking Circus Boy. And then I start running my fucking yapper. And I just can't shut the fuck up. Because then one thing leads to another. And they're all valid connected points. And it's like, fuck you, you weird creepy son of a bitch on the goddamn fucking creepy fucking... Like, okay, the reason he chose the fucking bitch on the couch was because of that fucking top-down shot of her doing them leg stretches. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the claw.
I'm telling you. Fucking tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I love those pictures, so I'm not gonna hate on her, but I mean, freaking. The funny thing is, Jeffrey, which I'm not worried about because he'll never listen to this show. He just retweeted my post of that last episode on Twitter, and he's like, "Little thing I was involved in." I'm like, "Little thing, motherfucker? We're better than your show."
I like him. Come on now. Moving along.
Dude, legitimately, I was Oh wait, yeah, we're live. Never mind. Oh
yeah,
wait,
it's not.
I want to denigrate a motherfucker too bad on a live ass show.
We're not being.
But yes,
Jay. We're not for anybody right now, but yeah, that's fine. But
Jay, we got to do your fucking album next because I wrote my reasoning out for mine, and it's like fucking. It's like a fucking Winston Churchill speech up in this bitch. I don't know if you can see all the fucking writing.
Okay, well then let's stay on track then there, Sonny.
Oh shit. Getting me to stay on track is, dude, he said it's like Freddie said it's like herding cats. I'm the cat that you can't catch. Like that's that street cat that's been outside for far too long. Like you fucking go for one and I'm just gonna wave around the other. Like fuck that.
I think I found the opener for the show, but
when he tell me shut the fuck up and I'll be quiet. But when he leave, I'll be talking again.
Oh, he tells me shut the fuck up all the time. But yeah.
ICP, swollen members, that underground connect, swiftly moving in the darker night. Over this Mikey Clark. Bring it.
A lot of severely depressed kids really enjoy music a lot. So I think this draws a lot, brings him out of his shell socially. It's been really good for him. He always looks forward to music.
Well, I have panic disorder, rage, severe depression. On top of all that, I'm stressing. Took a blind date to my therapy session and then tried to kill her. Her first impression was I'm groovy, I need a lumbotomy. But when I press play, trouble leaves up out of me. Fuck the real world and my fat ass stuck in. Cause in my music, hotties are fucking expression. Getting out all I wrote, depression, ripping out all your throat. And if my hearing was ever to go, mass murder would be inevitable. I'm a slick romantic, quick-witted and funny. Take away my tunage and shit gets bloody. Pull out the plug and kill the track. Instant panic attack, gigantic high stride. Only through the magical world of melody. I'd rather die. The face and sounds of my reality. I stride. Only through the magical world of melody. I'd rather die. The face and sounds of my reality. Just let the rhythm ride and I'll survive somewhere inside it. Let me strum with the bass and drum. I wanna run to the place I come. Silence is pain, stress and pressure. Make my picture so much fresher. Kill the choir. violence. Blood on my t-shirt and everywhere else they can reach or squirt. Violence, brought upon by silence. When they kill a beat, that's where my mind went. My nerves went acrobatic, skipping, flipping, tripping, what have it. Say,
hip-hop's for kids.
silly rabbit, your throat, I snap and squeeze and stab it. They try to tear us out with rock and roll. They don't give me any, and I'm out of control. All I need is freedom, unlock my soul, ignite my powers, shock, explode. Just let the rhythm ride, and I'll survive somewhere inside it. Let me strong with the bass and drum. I wanna run to the place I come from. It's just pain, stress and pressure. Paint my picture, so much pressure. Kill the quiet, play it again. Keep me alive, never let it end. So let the rhythm ride, and I'll survive somewhere inside it. Let me strong with the bass and drum. I wanna run to the place I come from.
A lot of severely depressed kids really enjoy music a lot. So I think this draws a lot, brings him out of his shell socially.
My name's Mad Child, I got mental problems. Walk around town a demented goblin. I'm the little monster, I'm going batshit. Axes and hatchets, packets of matches. Homicidal maniac, I am diabolical. Angry and maniacal, I'm a human fireball. Stand vertical, mad to mass murder. Recycle, laugh hurting you, mad to mass burglar.
Illusionary, confusing my very essence. Execution from electrocution, every sentence. Very various versions inside the graveyard of perfection. No comparing our performance to the patterns of regression. Incandescent like fluorescent light shines upon the target. When I hit it, I'ma get it till the music flood the market. I'm a tsunami, swollen army, general frontliner, flatliner, black binder, rhyme book, fact finder.
I strive only through the magical world of melody. I'd rather die than face the sounds of my reality. I strive only through the magical world of melody. I'd rather die than face the sounds of my reality. I strive only through the magical world of melody. I'd rather die than face the sounds of my reality. I strive only through the magical world of melody. I'd rather die than face the sounds of my reality. I strive through the melody. I'd rather die than face reality. I strive through the melody. I'd rather die than face reality.
Welcome to Maniacal Music Musings, where we challenge each other to listen to an album and pick our top 5 off of it.
That's right. We even give our reviews to all of the albums as well.
I'm Jaimie Bryant.
I'm Chancy Greif.
And we are the Maniacal Music Musers. And this week, we have a very, very special guest. And you may know her from Bracket Bastards. She is the Mouthy Bastard, the Luscious Bastard, Jaimie motherfucking Fuller Sparks.
Thank you. I'm loving that you got the name right. Loving it. How's it going, guys? How's it going?
You're not Shanna, so I always get the name right.
Well, I mean, saying it is one thing, and spelling it's a whole nother. But as any job out there I've had, my name and my voice, people think I'm a guy every time, and I love it.
Well, that's funny. That's funny because they always think that Q, our guest next week, is a girl. So.
Oh,
That's
come
hilarious.
on now. You're such a dick.
Hey, I gave Q shit on masturbators this past weekend too. So.
Oh man, you guys are like brothers.
I called myself the best bastard, and I was like, "Suck it, Q."
Oh, stealing other people's bastards' names. Yes, I am the Mouthy Bastard. I've kind of been a little reserved lately for some reason. I don't know. I think it comes with age and tolerance levels and what's going on. But yeah, I'm the Mouthy Bastard.
Not being stoned enough.
You know, but
yeah, I'm in agreement with Jaimie because like we're only like a year and age apart, and I have not yet begun to run my fucking cocksucker. Like I will not cease to shut the fuck up. You can see it like on the other show, dude. Like Freddie's like, dude, we gotta fucking finish. Just give me a fucking answer.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I'm sorry, that's my bad. I don't do it on purpose. It's like, and then there's the times where I forget. Don't look at me like that, motherfucker.
Oh, you like the way I look at you always, buddy. Don't deny it.
But for real though, like I've been actually anticipating / dreading this week.
Why?
Because this week is actually the first week in a very long time that I've listened to any Slipknot album outside of the first 3.
Okay.
Well, this is the third, isn't it?
No, they had one before called Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. Then they had the self-titled album, and then they had Iowa. So, as you know, as you do.
How am I crushing fucking Iowans on fucking Slipknot? I don't know why.
Yeah, right? I was like, how are you going to sit there and ask me? That's like, what the fuck?
I know. I'm loving it when people come up to me and they're just like, "Hey, so have you met any of the Slipknot, or like, do you know their music? Like, I know this person that knows that person that whatever." I'm like, yeah, like that's a real cute story. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when I do see them and talk to them, I get very weird and shy and nervous. Like, that's just me in general. But overall, like, I just love it when people give me the whole rundown, because then I like to throw in that the old husband, Ball and Chain, he used to sell their demos at Disco Round back in '95. And then on top of that, my mom helped me be in their music video, Duality. So, I mean, Slipknot means a lot to me. So that's why my pick is Volume 3.
You're forgetting a thing. You're forgetting one thing also.
Why?
Mouthy Bastard. We actually worked with Tortilla Man.
Oh yeah, that's right. But
you and I both
figured it out,
worked for Tortilla. I knew right the fuck out the gate.
I knew right away, but I could not get confirmation or say anything once I was starting to question it, and it was just funny to me because I just call them Taco Face. Like, if he's out there listening to this, what's up, Taco Face? Like,
right?
He's very talented. Very, very talented. So I think it's great. I think it's great that he left in Toxlock for, going there. So it's one of those.
You're just trying to get me killed, ain't you? Jaimie, you don't even work there anymore. You gotta be.
I ain't got no code of ethics to follow.
Why are you dry snitching me, motherfucker?
I'll dry snitch you all day long. But it was just.
Did you just call someone Taco Face?
Yeah, one of the guys.
Man.
Yeah, they call him Tortilla Man.
You know what's going through my mind when you say that.
Oh well, I'm sure.
Snail trails, grilled cheese sandwiches, and yeast infections.
Yeast infections, ew. No.
I don't know. You said you asked me to guess what was going through your head, so I was like,
I'm thinking of the pink tacos, buddy. They're pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Can we keep the conversation somewhat like decent, guys? I mean, we're 5 minutes in and we're talking about tacos already. It's Tuesday. Did you have any tacos today, Chancy?
No, I did not. I did yesterday. Tacos.
I did yesterday. I'm kind of sad. I forgot that today was Tuesday, though.
Your girl's over there, like, good job lying.
What? No, I really haven't made any tacos. I haven't. I did not make my world famous tacos.
Yes, the world famous tacos.
Damn, dudes, for real. Like, my tacos are legit famous. They just haven't been picked up yet.
They're good.
They're like 98% of the way from being world famous.
Dude, you are fucking with my mind right now so bad.
For real. If we ever do like a all whole thing meetup, I'll bring the ingredients and make this shit, and I'll prove it to you. You won't even know. You won't even know.
You fucking better.
You didn't even know, man.
Nah, you don't even know. Nah, you won't even know. You'll be like, I can never look at a taco the same way again.
Ew.
Well, I could look at a taco many different ways, thank you. But
all right, so then. Yes.
So, all right, so Jaimie, you kind of already introduced it, but since you're the guest, you can introduce your album first and why it means so much to you. I know you already said a little bit about it, but you can go the full spiel at this point.
I push my fingers until my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops me. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it.
Right. Well, when it comes to the album I chose Volume 3. I really had a hard time deciding between all the albums because Self-Titled was something that spoke to me, that really kind of busted me out of my shell back in high school, my freshman year, going into everything. So when it came to Volume 3, though, the biggest reason with that being I was just not in the duality video. The album, just to me, the lyrics, the beat, everything about it, like it was more of my vibe at that time. So I chose Volume 3, Subliminal Verses. Not their best album ever by any means, but it's one of my favorites. So do we just like roll right into the top 5? Do you want number 1 last? Do you want number 5 first?
No.
Sorry, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
We all give our reviews first. Don't pull
Oh.
Freddie and start trying to nail off top 5s right away.
Well, yeah, no, my thing is my number 5 is Before I Forget.
Well, before you forget, we have to give our reviews first. So.
that
Oh.
was a good one. That was a good.
Hey, my segues can be decent sometimes. But
Hand that to you on the silver platter.
I was
there,
gonna
bud.
say, are we flipping a coin? Rock, paper, scissors.
well, I'm gonna say since you're the native Iowan, you can go first.
Okay. Here we go now. Jaimie, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're seated for this because I'm about to say some things that are gonna really put a test on our friendship here.
Okay.
I legit felt this album was a phone-in album. Like, see, you kind of inspired me on some shit when you were talking about, when you asked me about my album, and then you were going through and listening to the music and also reading the lyrics and shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking try that shit. I did that shit with my own album, fucking changed my whole top 5. And
Exactly.
then I was like, well, I'm just going to keep fucking doing this. Well, the one that Jeremy, put out, they don't have a lot of lyrics to their songs, but I chose mine. We'll get to you. We'll get to you, sir.
Oh,
It wasn't.
better.
It's not like it's like we'll get to you. but multiple songs I heard licks taken from previous songs in the past and placed in certain places that went well. I'm not saying that it sucked. However, I would sit there and I would hear that lick and almost expect it to left turn into the original song where it came from.
Right.
And then also on top of that, lyrically, like I'm not sure who wrote the lyrics to the songs and the albums and everything like that, because I went the regular one, not the extended one, because I didn't want to have to listen to a bunch of live versions of stuff. Because I fucked up with a live album a little while back and kind of regretted that one. But I was able to choose a top 5, and only one of them, actually 2 of them, were raped by the radio, as I like to call it.
Ooh,
And
well,
I mean, it's facts, man. So I got 3 of them straight off of merit. So there's at least that. So there's more that I liked for things that I liked about the band than there was shit that I didn't like, because I truly did feel like it was phoned in. Like, it was, I mean, I was really hoping you were going to fucking pick the fucking self-titled, because then I could have just went batshit crazy, because I would have picked fucking, like, number 1 would have been all fucking Can't See California Without Marlon Brando. Eyeless, fucking You Can't See California Without Marlon Brando's Eyes. Fucking what?
Right.
Fuck. So, I mean, like I said, I definitely picked a top 5 that I'm happy with, because there was shit that I enjoyed. But lyrically, I felt it was kind of phoned in.
Does that conclude your review, Sir Chancelot?
Duh.
Well, I actually love that you gave me this album, because this album is kind of, well, not this album exclusively, but a lot of the hits from this album were what got me into Slipknot to begin with, because I made a mix CD off my cousin's computer in like 2002 or 3, because that's how I got into Slipknot, because he loved them and he got me into them. So a bunch of the songs that are my top 5 in this one were on that mix, and they're what made me fall in love with Slipknot. I've heard this CD. I've heard all their CDs, of course, because I've done playthroughs of their whole CDs at my work days before. Those days when you want to kill people. But I got a lot of music for that. So, Slipknot is fucking incredible. I always loved them. I saw them live in 2019 before COVID on Knotfest that year. The one opening band was horrible. The other opening band was actually pretty decent, but I can't remember their name for the life of me. But the Slipknot part of the concert was fucking incredible, and it was my now wife's first concert. So it was, and she's 30 now, so she was in her late 20s then, and it was her first real concert. I felt bad.
Nice.
That is that's like that fucking trip to the porn or the strips, the fucking strip club.
Yeah,
fucking
well, funny
Sapphire and shit.
Funny enough, you say that, Chancy, because
Oh, I miss her.
I felt that I had to say something because I could see the dejection in your face for me just dog shitting on your album. And I was like, I felt bad. I was like, God damn it, Jaimie.
I don't.
Like, I
you didn't
felt
dog
bad.
shit on it. I'm just
I shit on it. I took it out
the thing
in broad
is
daylight, and I fucking
there was
shit on it.
other albums and everything that's expected of me, and I just kind of just went mellow first. Like I didn't go crazy. I didn't do what everybody was hoping or expecting. I did something completely different. So
actually, you kind of did exactly what I expected you to. So.
Well, I know that's the thing is like, but I still kept it just chill Slipknot. I didn't want to go I didn't want to go first album. I didn't want to go first time out. I didn't want to go their Mate Fee Kill Repeat album. I didn't want to go that.
Yeah,
either, so.
I would have definitely not went with MFKI for sure.
Right.
Well, put it this way, my favorite Slipknot album is All Hope Is Lost. So, or All Hope Is Gone, whatever the fuck it's
All Hope Is Gone.
That's that first new album they came out with when I actually was listening to them, and that album is fucking incredible, as well as their newest one. That's the one I saw live.
Self-titled is probably still my favorite though.
Yeah, dude, hands down.
Like a lot of early 2000s, 90s rock bands, I'm not a fan of their first couple albums because just like they didn't get their stride to like the third or fourth album usually.
You got to go back. You got to go back and listen to the self-titled album of Slipknot.
I have.
Give it another shot. Mostly just because of the fact that like now here. Okay. Here's why I can verbalize my original point. Sorry, Jay. I can't. God damn it. You know how hard this shit is for me, Jay. Don't fuck with me.
Well, I know I do certain things to you, Chancy, but continue.
So I felt that this was the call-in album because when you go back to Iowa and the self-titled, like you can almost actually see the like decline in intensity that the vocals provided. So like you go from the whole thing I think is sick, the whole thing I think is sick, the whole thing I think is sick, and then fucking hit you in the face with a goddamn baseball bat against a keg.
Sometimes I like being hit in the face like that with music. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day.
But no, to Chancy, it's like getting hit in the face by Odoris's big codpiece.
Fucking hey, man, I'm cool with it. I mean, I've grown to be comfortable with it. It happened. I mean, you know what? I actually, after having had it discussed and I thought this through because like I was like every time I'd always be like, you motherfucker. But I've been thinking about this. That just literally means that I was that much closer to Dave Brockie, to the genius that was the man who played Odorous Urungus. And although I was covered in fictitious alien semen, I was all the more better for it because I was able to be that much closer to just a fucking genius.
Well, actually, funny you say that because for more stories like that, check out my other podcast, Paranormal: The New Normal. I might have an interesting guest next month.
No shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it off camera, but yeah.
That's cool, yeah.
Right on.
But yeah, I love this CD. It has a lot of my favorite Slipknot songs on it. So let's get the top fives rolling. And of course, Jaimie, your album, you go first. And we start with number 5. And then unlike Chancy, he likes to go back and forth.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm writing them, I write them as I'm listening to them, and I'm like, I like this one a whole lot, so it goes by like my favorite will start at number 1, and another one I'll realize, oh shit, my number 1's on number 5. I guess I'm like numerically dyslexic. I don't fucking know.
It's all good. It's all good. Trying to decide my top 5 for any of these was quite annoying for me. So
For real, same for me. I'm not, dude.
It was still hard on all the
Jay,
albums. It was annoying.
I went to the extended cut of your album to dig into some extra shit to throw on my top 5. So like, not only did I give your I didn't mean to call it a shit album. Not only did I give your album a listen, I gave that shit a deep dive to go in, and I even never mind. I ain't saying it. I will fucking get
Calm
to you,
down.
Sir.
Phrasing
I'm sorry.
cancel out. Phrasing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't
right.
help it. All right.
All right. So I'm gonna give my number 5, which is before I forget. Like you had mentioned, Chancy, it does bring out some elements from past songs. This actually has an element from Mate Feed Kill Repeat. So, but it's just standing your ground. And I remember everybody freaking the crap out over this video because you had a chance to see their faces. But I'm like, they're just normal guys. Like everybody's freaking out over being able to finally see them. So, I mean, that is just a good song.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Now, do I keep going with my top 5?
Yeah, you go all the way down.
All the way down.
All the way down to the bottom.
All right. Dropping it low. So number 4, Vermilion Part 2. I quite enjoyed that song.
That's interesting.
For what he wants is not real, and he is just still obsessing over it as if it is. Like, we all know that kind of moment or those kind of people in our life that have that. And I don't know, there's just something about the acoustic version of it. I actually know through a couple of friends who the girl was in the video and everything, and she's really, really cool. And to see that video made after hearing it and everything like that before it was released to everybody else. So really, I really liked that song from the get. But number 3, I'm actually going to switch this around a little bit. Number 3 is The Blister Exists. The whole not wanting to fit in, that whole don't be who you surround yourself with. Don't be those people, but it's okay to be different. That blister exists. There's something about that bass line. There's something about the snare. There's something about that beat. Like, I will guarantee to be like smacking the piss out of my like steering wheel when I'm like jamming out in the car, because that song just makes me want to drum. And The Blister Exists. That's just one of their songs to me that kept some of the element of their earlier albums alive in their third, but while they are trying to transition and try something different. Number 2, The Nameless. Oh, that has been one of my favorite songs off that album for so long. Talking about control, obsession, and manipulation. One of my favorite lyrics is "Stay inside the hole, let me take control, dominate. You are nothing more, you are something less innocent. Something has to give, something has to break. Omnipresent. Fingers in your skin, let my savage in, you deserve it." That whole thing, just who does not feel crazy during that part? Who does not like think of an awesome moment when those lyrics come up?
I think the first time I heard that song, I started throbbing.
No, boy.
Actually, when I heard that part of that song, the first thing I thought of was actually American Head Charge's "Seamless."
Okay, yeah, I kind of could hear that.
Because
I can see that back and forth.
Well, mainly just like the whole the double entendric usage of the words.
Yes.
Like, they meant one thing, but at the same time they literally could mean another.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the dueling vocals, when they got on the snares during the concert. That's one of my favorite songs in concert too. I really, really enjoy that. But I think we can all say safely my number 1 is Duality. During that whole entire video, another little comment off of what you said, Chancy, about the whole aspects of this album and these songs from other songs. You got to understand, when we didn't get to hear the whole song all together at first, it was driving me nuts all day because I kept singing Liberate in my head. And then I kept screaming, never eat my bananas. Like every time I ran in the house during the video and stuff like that, and we were just like running around, I was screaming, never eat my bananas. And they kind of looked at me funny, like, what are you doing? I'm like, liberate my madness, never eat my bananas. Think about it. Like it became a good conversation starter. But duality.
I actually didn't want. I wasn't gonna pull that one. That was the most blatant one. That I wasn't gonna call it out. But I mean, hey, all to you. All the more to you for having done it, man.
Oh yeah, I constantly like that, and that was the thing. And like, I got so many awesome conversation moments during the
What's
duality video.
Facebook user.
What up, CL? I believe me.
Hey.
I believe me and the head bastard might be on their show, different episodes. But
Oh, nice. That's cool.
feel free to try getting one of these guys too. They're all bastards, so we're all from the same show.
Oh yeah. But yeah, duality. I mean, one of the lyrics, "You cannot kill what you did not create," that just spoke to me when I saw them spray painting it on the garage for the video, and just getting a chance to talk to Corey about war and about what that song meant to him, causing your own pain to the pain you can't control. And just the things going on at that point in time in war that we did not agree with.
Thank you.
There was a lot of really good conversations. So duality was my number one. And if you could spot me in that video, I will be surprised, because you got to kind of catch my face.
I haven't tried.
It's a glimpse.
It's a good glimpse.
That video is okay. I might have to look now, but that video is so many people that I can't imagine trying to find you. And it's like, where's Waldo? Slipknot edition.
Oh, my face is pretty big. Once you see the screenshot, you can see where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'll have to try to watch it again. And if you had liquor in front of you right now, you'd be taking 2 shots. I'm just gonna say that, because I'll do my top 5 next just by saying that.
That is actually a good song.
That is a good song. I will completely now. I want to listen to that. Thank you.
Yeah, I love the episode of Seinfeld where Elaine sings that to a high executive and he kicks her out of the car. But my top 5 for this album, and there was an honorable mention because even though it's not really from the CD, it was one of the live tracks, and it's my favorite Slipknot song, so it's definitely an honorable mention. And that is "People Equal Shit" live, because I love "People Equal Shit." That's one of the songs that made me fall in love with Slipknot. But
for sure,
my number 5, and these are all 6 of these with the honorable mention, are ones that were on that first 12 or 13 track mixed CD of Slipknot I had. So it was a ride down memory lane from like 15, 20 years ago. But number 5, of course, is "Pulse of the Maggots," because I love that song, but there are other songs that are better in the CD. But that's a damn good song. Number 4 is "Vermilion," because I love Vermilion. Like, that song is so fucking good. It's always been classic Slipknot. And they actually played a couple of these at the show I saw in 2019. They did a few old ones, but it was mostly their newest album, which when they did Unsainted live, that was the best thing ever.
Yeah, that is good live. I will give it that.
And I love that song. I used to listen to that repeat at work all day. But 3, of course, is "Before I Forget," because that song is just, and Chancy's right, they radio raped the shit out of that song. But,
they did.
But video killed the radio star. I'm happy about that. But
I love that song.
But yeah, it's a good song. But "Before I Forget" is just an amazing classic Slipknot song as well. All these are classic Slipknot songs. They come on like random mixes on Spotify all the time when my wife's listening to her music, and I'm just like, yes, a song I actually like in your mix. Hallelujah. And this is where you're going to need, if you had liquor in front of you, I'd be saying take 2 shots, Jaimie, because number 2 is "The Nameless," because for the same reason you said, I love that song, because I love the individuality of it. And of course, number 1 has to be "Duality," because that simple line, I push my fingers into my eyes. Like, I love that shit. Like, I love that shit. Like, that one line just fucking made me love Slipknot. When me and my cousin who got me into it found out we were going to a concert last summer 2019, because our family friend's son wanted to go and he was like 17, 18, but his dad's like, I'm not even into Slipknot. How do I take him? And we were just like, we'll go with you.
We shall attend you.
We'll pay for the tickets. We don't give a shit, but we'll go with you. And he was like,
Yes.
all right. He was like, all right, cool. I was like, sweet. And like at the last second, my cousin's fiance dropped out because she had to do something for work the next day. So my wife was at a party with me at their house, and I'm just like, you want to go? And she's like, yes. Let me just get babysitters.
Who would say no to that? I mean, my kid's lucky. I take both of them to concerts. So, and
Yeah,
Slipknot was their first. Like,
I
well,
do.
my oldest first, and then Cherry Bombs actually, and Corey fucking Taylor. He likes to call himself motherfucking Taylor, but that's one of the other first concerts that was for Maddox. So,
yeah, my kids are too young to go to concerts. I ain't dealing with that. But and trust me, the concerts I go to, I don't want them to go to.
right.
It's not pretty. They don't want to see their dad in a mosh pit. I'm sure of that. But Chance, a lot. It's time for your top 5, and I wanted to let you go last too, so you can hate on it as much as you prefer.
Exactly.
See, that's the thing. Is like I don't want to hate on it. I genuinely like the band.
Right.
Like, I am not. I'm just. It's not too much of a shitting on as it is much as a letting down. However, I will go from my 5 is completely scattered. There's no like. I can tell you which one I liked a little bit more than the others, but there's no 1, 2, 3 to 5 kind of thing.
Yeah, that was hard for me for any of the albums, to be honest with you. I could just say
Right.
like a couple of my favorites because all of them are good songs.
And I can also tell you that a vast majority of them are instrumentally based at either
Yeah.
throughout the song or at some point at some point in the song. So my number 5 is The Virus of Life.
It's a good
I
song.
struggled. I wanted to put that on my list. Maybe that should be my
I dug
honorable
it.
mention.
You dug it?
There's something about the whisper, the lower tone, and then the scream. That's you. That's you. So I mean, I could see that the random like this is the virus, and then you're belting it in someone's face. Yeah, no, I got it.
And on
It's
top
you.
of that, well, the Opium of the People had a really killer fucking riff to it as well. Like,
Yes.
like I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a dick, but I was literally just kind of fucking like, God, get me through this album. And then all of a sudden, Opium of the People came on and then do that fucking.
Yep.
They did. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. Did I hit the button? Am I on the right
Exactly.
shit?
Am I on the same album? They give
Right?
you those tastes, the little
I was
tastes here
like,
and there
all
that
right,
they're
all
still
right.
there.
I was like, all right, fair enough. And but that's another fucking tale for another story. For me, number 4 was really okay. So I have number 4 should have been like a number 5 or honorable mention or something, because like I have a love-hate relationship with this fucking with that song. It's the Pulse to the Maggots. It was their first released song off that album, and it's probably one of their most hardest songs in the album. So I feel personally, as a fan of the fucking, startup crew, like the startup, back when it was like GoFundMe, Slipknot.
Yeah, like cassette demos back in the day, folks. Like
so,
what
like
Matt
I was
just
super
go round.
stoked. I was super stoked about Pulse of the Maggots because it sounded fucking awesome. And then
that's their Nick right there.
And then we got the rest of it though.
But the album to follow after that, like
no, I'm
10,
saying
11,
like I'm just saying, just the album. Like we got the album itself. Like
Right.
they say, okay, well, this is Pulse of the Magnets. It's fucking our first thing we're gonna let everybody hear. This is the first taste of the album. It's the best thing we got. We're gonna come right out the gate, like fucking barely, like just
what
right out the
movie
gate.
trailers do. That's what movie trailers do too. They give out their best previews.
And you can't do that with music. When you do that with music, and then you get a motherfucker like me that it gets stoked for the album, because like I was slightly disappointed with Iowa. There was a lot of good stuff I could hang on to with Iowa, because like this the title of the self-titled album was a start to finish, especially them ones them secret or them black market ones that you could get. They weren't black market. I call it a black market one because it was like a collector's thing. Like it's the one that had the removed song because of the fucking whole thing. One. I had a copy of that one. And it was the one you could put in and put it from one to straight to the end, and just fucking awesome. And then like, it's like, hold up, this fucking, and then Iowa was kind of like, okay, I kind of get it. You're gonna take a little bit of a break. You just kicked in the front door. You're fucking up somebody's party. You don't want to piss off their parents. That's awesome. I get it. And then I think it was like it's not that they were it's not that they lost their hunger. They lost their they lost their fire, and they blew their load on the one song, Pulse of the Maggots. And then, after the fact, they had them spasmic twitches in good parts of songs like on the list here that I've got. But for me, number 3 was Vermilion. Which is why I thought it was funny that you liked Vermilion number 2, because like when I listen to Vermilion 2, you can actually just hear the fucking whole defeatism in his voice, and
the emotion, the sorrow, the let it go.
Yeah, and then I'm all about like fucking intensity and let's burn this motherfucker down, Pookie.
Yeah.
So that's why I like the third one more than I did the the first original version.
I do like the first
3.
Vermilion too. Yes.
Number 2 on my list is Welcome, and that's also because of something that they did musically. I couldn't even think of a word from that thing, but like it had some
show starter.
It had some heavy shit. Yeah, it had some heavy fucking shit.
It's the drop the curtain and in your face shit that they do.
Now,
so
that's my number one, my number one, which I can say I will consider my number one, my actual favorite one, was The Opium of the People, because of the fact that it was like, it literally just like I was sitting through it just like you were, Jeremy, apparently with my choice last week. I can't believe that it had been that hard for you. That's a good album. I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
Yeah, well,
but I do enjoy your number 1 pick, by the way. I mean, that is a fun song. Like I can't time it any better than it just works out every time. Like I'm going to get on I-80, like that 65 I-80 interchange there in Altoona, Des Moines. I'm getting ready to go even faster, and the first song that comes on is Opium of the People or something along those lines. Usually it's one of the harder songs, and I'm like, yes, get the F out of my way, people. I'm on a mission. I'm driving places.
I fucking, the hamster fell off the wheel. I don't know what I was going on with that. No, I'm fucking with you, Jeremy. I'm fucking with you.
I know you are.
But like the thing is that like when it comes to like The Opium of the People, it's a few down. So like you're a few fucking drabby ass songs in, and all
you're
of a
about
sudden,
7 songs in, 5 or 7 songs.
You just get fucking elbowed in the face, like hi.
Yeah,
that's how I felt. Like I was laying in bed, just like,
punching.
Lord, plejust get me through this album.
Lord, help me.
Let me get through this album, God, please. Just fucking. I think
Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I felt during the fucking Sunhouse album.
That's why I was singing it like I was. Don't you mind people grinning in your face? Don't mind people grinning in your face. But no, I think we should do your album next, dude. Because I wrote like.
Demons come at night and they bring the end. Demons are a girl's best friend. Demons come alive and they take command. Demons are a girl's best friend. Beware the fire.
The reason I chose this album in particular is, well, one, Chancy knows Powerwolf was on my fucking birthday bracket.
Right. And wasn't it one of your choices, like your first choice for the show? No, Isham was.
Yeah. Powerwolf, I've been contemplating bringing on here for a while, but I wanted the right guest to be on. And I wanted to be more than one person to experience it. But
okay. I could have swore I heard another album.
No, you haven't. But apparently,
that's okay.
Well, on my birthday bracket playlist, you did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I mean, Powerwolf is just one of those bands I got into like in 2016, like way after they started. But they are just one of my top 5 bands of all time now because they are just so. The lead singer's voice just enters your soul, like, and the whole band's just a cool idea, a cool scenario for a band. I mean, just like freaking Gwar, just like Slipknot, just like Lordy, who is the European Slipknot. We'll get into in a few weeks. But
I always thought it was Lorday.
Lordy.
That's what I always thought was. Her name was Lorday.
No, not the woman. The freaking there's a version of Slipknot in Germany, I think, or Finland, or somewhere in Europe, and they're called Lordy, and they're fucking incredible.
Okay, so I'm the old dude in the crowd. It's fine. I get it. All right, I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. Shit.
It's actually funny because Shanna said on my birthday bracket that she thought when she first saw the list that.
Yeah, I remember her saying that.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought too.
And I'm like, yeah, I ain't listening to no feminist rock, man. I'm barely a feminist. But I mean, I'm just not. That's the way my mind works. I'm old school. But I mean, Powerwolf is just amazing power metal at its best, and the theme of every one of their CDs is always incredible. It always hates on churches and old school religion stuff, and it's just perfect. I love anything that makes fun of religion, as you damn well know, Chancy, based on Isham. But
what? Oh, fuck, whatever. I don't care what anybody thinks as far as what they believe behind the closed door.
I'm just saying, you know what I hate, but
that's all good.
But as far as this album goes, Sacrament is saying, I believe, was the first new album that came out for Powerwolf after I got into them. And my number one song was the first video they released, but I'll get into that in a bit. But
dude, it's funny. I think do you have anything to take a drink with? Because I think there's a good chance that you and I are going to have some numbers matchers.
Fucking Claire.
I see it. It looks like a fuck. I love it. I love an Arnold Palmer. So like, rock on, bro. Rock on.
But
all right.
So once again, I'm gonna pull this card where every
song
besides my top 5 is.
I'm doing it too. Hey, bro, I'm doing it my first time for mine too. So like.
Oh, like a virgin for the very first time.
I know, for real though, and I mean, you have to understand why at this point. Everybody's already listened to each other's albums and shit. But yeah, dude, fucking, I want to hear your top 5 because I want to see how many of them.
Get going.
That's not how we do this though.
Oh yeah, my bad.
First, our guest gives her a review because she's the guest.
I forgot about the review part.
Oh.
Pulling a fucking Freddy, Chancy.
I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited about it. Because I think you're gonna be fucking surprised, man. Like, I shit on that fucking. I shit on that band unintentionally without even knowing it was your band that you chose on the fucking one thing where I did that 63-minute thing and that got cut to 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Fucking, I didn't even know I was shitting on Power. I didn't know I was shitting on your choices. So that's the other place that I remember seeing the name of this band from.
Yes, and apparently in my birthday bracket, nobody fucking listened to it. Otherwise, it would have got a lot further than it did. But that's why.
I wouldn't have voted for. I'm sorry. At this point, Jay, you and I are friends enough. I can honestly say that I still wouldn't have voted for it.
Hey, I don't remember who was up. I don't remember who was up against the first round even. But
I don't either. I don't even remember what won on your show.
I'm pretty sure for the rock section, Cradle of Filth made it to the finals.
It had to have. That's for fuck's sake.
Mainly because people like Harvey and Freddie like the name.
Yeah, well, and then I actually listen to the music, so I make 3.
Yeah, I mean, well, of course I listen to the music. It's my damn birthday bracket.
Yeah, right. It was your fucking bracket. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing here?
I believe Shanna did as well. I believe she listened to it as well to some degree. And I know Harvey listened to a couple songs of each artist because I was getting those messages in the day like, right now I'm wearing my right now I'm wearing your intestines as a necklace. And I'm like, oh, you're listening to Dark Half. Cool. But which we'll get to them on this show at some point too. I was almost gonna bring them on next week, but I decided against that. But anyway, Jaimie, continue with your review, please.
Yes.
Chance you allow.
I mean, I'd give this like a 2.5, 3. I mean, it's not totally up my lane, but yet it's catchy. It really is. I wanted to put on some clothes and go LARPing. Like there's something about this music. I wanted to go on a damn adventure, or I just wanted it. I go somewhere. Like that's why it was enjoyable to listen to in the car. When
the Princess Bride.
When he looked at me, he goes, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I don't know yet. Like I'm listening to it for the first time too, so I have no idea." And like he didn't say much by any means, but it's got catchy aspects to it. So I think I'd lean closer to the 3. Just because there is catchy aspects. So 3 out of 5 stars.
And it is a band you listen to with your kids because they don't really curse.
Well, exactly. It's got to be their type of theme. It just kind of gives a fantasy world. I want to go do something fun.
I mean, and you saw the screenshot I sent you guys in group. They're trying to get to the U.S. for the first time.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Nice.
They've been a band for, I want to say, almost 20 years. And they've been consistently putting out CDs, but yet they haven't come to the U.S. to tour.
I mean, it makes perfect sense because fucking a lot of U.S. bands go over to Europe to make money to tour. Because
I mean, that makes sense. That would be
more
cool.
To metal. Metal's so much more.
It's just the fact that they waited this long to do it when I think they were supposed to do it when COVID first started, but then they didn't. Obviously.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about that, if I'm not mistaken.
But I mean, Powerwolf just never has come to the U.S. and I've always wanted to see them live, like, and see them all in their like wolf skin hoodies and like howling. Like it's from the videos I've seen, it looks amazing. And usually the whole audience howls back, so it's like people in the nearby area are probably like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Probably.
So now, is it your review of the album or Chancy?
I already gave why I love this album so much to some degree. So now
it's me.
Okay.
So I guess if I'm going fucking stars based on fucking 1 to 5.
We are the curse, we came from fire and ice. We are the first to kill the sinner for life. We are the blessed, we crave the venom of Venus for life. For life. We are the sword, we tame the fire, the flame. We hate the light, we fear no rebel, no pain. We are possessed, we have the venom of Venus in vain.
Fuck it, I'll give it a 3.5. I was gonna say, fuck it, give it a 4. But
hey, sometimes that extra half an inch is all you need.
I gave it another 1/2 inch too.
Shit. Everybody keeps this up. We're going to be taking a foot soon.
Just, keep on throwing it in there, guys.
I mean, okay, so
challenge me.
Solid 3.5 because reasons being is that I actually had an easier time finding 5 in that album than I haven't had to find a top. For some reason, I feel like I've had to listen to one of these albums for a top 5 for some reason.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
I mean, I could tell you every album we had in this fucking show before.
Maybe
and
you had a dream
I know,
with this.
I know,
Maybe
so do
you've
I,
dreamt and this is deja vu. I don't know.
Are you having premonitions, Chancy?
I could be. I mean, shit happens. It wouldn't be the first time. But like, I don't know. When we heard it on I didn't like the choice of what was played and what we heard at the birthday bracket.
Yeah,
It just
I picked some of their older songs I love.
It's hard to go off of just like a couple 3 handpicked things. You have to literally go through the album and get your feel for it. That's where I'm pulling my shit from. I'm not having a stroke. I am not having a stroke, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, they do have 8 different albums at least, so I mean, to pick 3 of them is kind of hard, but I had to pick Resurrection by Erection, speaking of hard, because that song is amazing. But
I knew you were gonna do some shit like that. That's why I didn't. But yeah, I easily found a 5 on this, and my number 1 was a very hard one to pick.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I'm not doing it yet. Dude, I know the fucking rules. Come on, who the fuck?
No, you don't,
No, okay, y'all.
I get fucked up.
You guys discuss it all the time.
I get fucked up. All right, I get fucked up, but I don't get that. I ain't gonna get that fucked up. But I honestly wanted to give a 2-way tie to my number 1 and my number 2, just because of this fucking son of a bitch. I can't decide which of you two is gonna be better than the other. But
well, for however many songs there were on the album, I felt like top 5 wasn't even required. I just liked all of them.
I know it's
I'm just like, this is dumb. I like all of them.
But that's where the challenge of the show is to pick the top 5. And
I know you had to realize how much I was cussing about this during the whole process. Because I kept changing what order I had them in. I'm like, damn it.
Oh, I mean, when I usually listen to Chancy's album or the guest album, if it's on album I know, I easily just write song names down first, and then after I'm done with the CD, I sit there and look at the song names I wrote, and I'm like, all right, which of you is going to be first? But sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. But all right, Chancy, is that complete your review?
Aye.
All right, then since it's my CD, I shall start with my top 5, which,
aye,
as I already said, every other song besides these 5 is honorable mention because, like Jaimie, this CD is amazing from start to finish. And when I first heard it, I must have listened to the CD for 6-7 times in a row one day at work because it was just fucking incredible. And I do love the videos they put out for it too. They put out 6 or 7 of these songs on music videos too, or lyric videos. But my number 5, and it was so hard to pick this one especially. The top 4 I easily knew, but this one was just hard to pick. But I decided to go with Venom of Venus. Because I love all Powerwolf songs when they talk about the problem with women, when they talk about the power women have over men seductively, so Venom of Venus was just perfect. I've been duped by many women in my life, and Venom of Venus.
I actually almost put that on my list, but I didn't. I was just like, huh.
And Venom of Venus is actually one of the most pop songs they ever did. That's the closest they ever got to a pop song in a way, but. Actually, this CD had a lot of firsts for them, but we'll get into that in a minute. My number 4, of course, is Killers with the Cross, which I forgot what it actually was about until I looked it up a couple days ago. And I always thought it was about, for years now, I've been thinking about it was about a different thing than it is. Because originally I thought it was about, the Knights Templar going and killing people, because Powerwolf, a lot of my bands, I do a lot of historical songs about, history. But Killers with the Cross is actually about being a vampire hunter and killing vampires at night. So that just even sealed it in more as my number 4, because any song about killing vampires or vampires in general, I'm down for. Which we'll get to that later on in another Powerwolf CD too. But number 3 is Where the Wild Wolves Have Gone. Because one, Attila's, I think his name's Attila, his voice is just fucking incredible. I love his voice. And the fact that this is the first ballad they ever did. And he did such an amazing job in that fucking ballad. he sang his heart out in that song, and it just fucking shows. Like, it reminds me of Nightwish in some ways, which Chancy knows Nightwish. But yeah, I love that song. When I heard that song the first time, I just was like, "This is Powerwolf? Oh my god!" Like, they got better even. I didn't think that was possible. But number 2 is Incense and Iron, which when I first heard that song, I swear to God, I thought they were saying incest, but just because of their freaking like accents, I thought Attila was saying incest for like the longest time until I actually looked at the track title. I was like, oh, Incense and Iron. That makes more sense. but I love that song because, as you know, Chancy, from Nightwish days, I love when they have like Irish instruments such as bagpipes and ukulele.
See, I think I mixed up the Nightwish with fucking Powerwolf, eh? I think that's where I fucked up. I think that's the extra thing I'm thinking about having to listen to pick a top 5 for.
They are
I was
similar.
like, oh fuck, I think I fucked up here. Yep, you sure did there, bud.
I mean, they are similar, and they're from neighboring countries in a way, so I guess you could mix them up easy. And they're both European rock stars at this point. I mean, Powerwolf alone on Spotify has way over 1 million like listens a month. So they are
Nice.
They are European stars by far, and America loves them too now. But
Right on.
But Incense and Iron, the way they open up with that bagpipe, and the way it almost makes you want to like do like an Irish folk dance, and that with that playing in the background of that song, like I almost picture the video from the Safety Dance for that song. Like all the freaking medieval people, all the medieval people just dancing in a field. Like I picture that song playing while they're doing that. So, I mean, it's just the way that music is. It reminds me of that. Like, I love that song. It's just always been my second favorite on that CD. And of course, number 1. I'm pretty sure almost everybody's has a number 1 because it's an amazing fucking song with amazing catchy lyrics, and the music video itself has some hot ass nuns in it. So. And I love the whole church thing and the church organ in it as well. I love whenever they do church organ in any of their songs because same as Cradle of Filth when they do church organ in their songs, like it always just sounds so fucking incredible. But Demons Are a Girl's Best Friend is my number 1, and that was the fucking video they put out like a month or 2 before the CD came out. And I must have watched that video every morning to start my workday before anything else because it was just an amazing video. I think my boss even came in one day and like was watching it with me, and he was just like, "Damn, some good looking."
So how do you interpret that song?
That song, which I know because I've looked up multiple times, and I've read about multiple times, and I've listened to interviews about that song multiple times, is about temptation. It's about temptation and evil, and it's about basically about demons are a girl's best friend. It's about girls being evil in a way, kind of too, which I love that song because it's
Girls
about that.
being evil. It's about girls also watching out. Their temptations.
Yeah, and
girls not just women.
Well, girls have a lot more temptations than men do, and they tend to go evil a lot more than men do, from what I've seen. So, I will be on Sabrina Schultz's show, Train Ride, eventually to talk about this, so you can hear my heartbreaking story on that one. But
oh boy,
and I already did a little bit on Harvey's show to some degree, but Men of the Prize. If you don't remember, Harvey was on here 2 weeks ago. But so those are my top 5, and I mean, all the other songs on this CD are fucking incredible as well. Why am I forgetting this at this point? But I love Sejbet or Sasabet, whatever the fuck it's called. It's a song they do all in German.
Saskabe.
Yeah, well, that's not how you say it. I mean, that's not how he says it.
Yes, it's close to it. Hold on, I was just listening to it yesterday.
I was just listening to it today, but I could hear him. Actually, maybe you are right. I can hear him saying it now.
Staskabe.
Yeah, or Stasaget, I think it's what he says. But that's a German song. It's actually the second German song this band has done that's completely in German.
Yeah, that's fun.
That word means quick prayer in English. So I love that they like, and that's actually where the CD is supposed to split in 2. And they end the first half of that CD with that, and it's supposed to be like a little prayer before they go to the next part, which makes it more ironic because they are so like anti-religion. Mm-hmm. Which, if you watch the video for Demons Are a Girl Best Friend, they literally did it in the church. Like they paid to do that video in a church, And then the church like saw the video like when it came out, and they were like, you made our church look way too bad, so we're gonna sue you." Like, because you went against everything the church believes in, and I'm pretty sure nothing ever came of it. But still, what else is new? Religion trying to take down
what contracts are for with that whole entire situation.
Yep, I mean, religion trying to take down metal is just a whole thing. And of course, I love Fist by Fist, the final song, because that's just their classic, like, heavy metal fast stuff that they do. They've been doing that since the first CD. But they usually don't end CDs like that, which is why I love that fucking song, because just the way that the CD ends after that, it's just so unlike them in 100% different way. Usually they end the CD in like a soft melodic kind of way almost. But yeah, I freaking... And of course, Fire and Forgive is a great opening track. I almost put that in my top 5. Almost made number 5, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
I almost did it as well.
Venom of Venus is too good a song. I couldn't.
I almost put it on there as well.
And every other song is amazing as well. Night Side of Siberia is an amazing freaking like musical melody to it. But I had to pick my 5, and I picked my 5. But and of course, Nighttime Rebel reminds me of like a 70s American rock band like song. If you notice, a lot of this.
You're talking about every song on the album.
I do this when every song's honorable mention. I fucking do this.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
But the last thing I'll say is, if you notice, especially in like Demons Are a Girl's Best Friend, they have a lot of similar elements to Iron Maiden. The chanting, the way they do the yelling in the middle of the songs. Like the whoa, like that's Iron Maiden to me. Like I hear Iron Maiden when they do that, but so I'm sure they did take influences from Iron Maiden because Iron Maiden was around forever before they became a thing. So,
right,
a lot of bands took influence from Iron Maiden. But Jaimie, as guest, your top 5 is second, of course.
All right, my number 5 is Killers with the Cross. Just something fun about it, and it caught on, and then like I was just in my head with it a lot for the rest of the night. Number 4, Demons Are a Girl's Best Friend. I interpreted that between the beware of the deceit, the sexual desires, what a man or what a woman will do to get into you. Heck, giggity. That whole song to me was like a little bit different of a meaning. But then I did like for number 3, I have Fire and Forgive. I felt like that was the kind of song that like, not that I expected it to be sounding like that for the start of the CD, but that was a damn good way to start out the CD, was with Fire and Forgive. And so I did enjoy that. That feels like a concert starter or just something to get the energy going. Number 2 I like is Venom of Venus. I like that song. And then my number 1 is The Sacrament of Sin. There's just something about that song that makes me feel like that's what a lot of people are waiting to hear and jam out to. And like it brings a lot of good energy and just a good solid beat. And that'd be something that you could see a difference in how they play it on stage. There's just something about that song that stands out just a little bit more than the others.
Yeah, I mean, it is the title track, and I totally forgot to mention.
Not just title track; it's just something about it.
Yeah,
because I didn't know it was the title track because I never looked at the titles until I was listening to the song. I did that on purpose in the car. I wanted to hear the song before I heard the title or before I read the titles. So for me, it was just like that felt like that was the theme. The main core of that CD was that song.
Which it was 100%. And
right.
I do love that. I mean, I didn't talk about that song, but I do love that song as well. I mean, just not a song on the CD I can hate, which is not true of every CD they do, because other CDs they've done in the past, there's some tracks that are just like, it's okay. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Night Side of Siberia and Nighttime Rebel, those songs kind of just got on my nerves after a few. And it's only because of the beat and the catchiness with that and the lyrics. And I just didn't want to have it stuck in my head all the time. So, I mean, I like this album overall. I was surprisingly liked it more than what I expected. I knew I would like it. I just didn't expect to like it that much. So
I'm telling you, it's one of those bands that I introduce people to all the time, and they instantly fall in love with it or they hate it. There's never in between. It's either like I need to check out more of this band, or what the fuck are you listening to, Jeremy? Like,
yep, this is what Maddox was like. What are you listening to? And I'm like, that's what we're gonna find out.
European metal
together.
European metal at German metal at its finest. I mean, Germany alone is a metal state and a half, but it's
right.
German power metal at its finest, which I love power metal completely. From the 70s till today, I love power metal. But Sir Chancelot, your top 5.
My number 5 is Amen and Attack.
That's not in this CD, dude.
What?
That's from a way earlier CD.
Right.
Did you
sure?
listen to the right CD?
No, I'm certain I listened to the right fucking CD.
I'm guessing you got to the end of the CD and they randomly went to another Powerwolf attack. I mean, another Powerwolf song. Oh,
no. There's an extended version. You can listen to like an extended version.
Maybe. I mean,
Spotify no, like on YouTube, you can listen to an extended form. Like it had the same.
You and fucking YouTube
It also had the same. It had the same option for fucking Slipknot. I could listen to the extra with all the live albums.
Actually, I know what you did. Yes, there was an extended version of the CD because I own the extended version of the CD.
Yeah.
The second CD though is not Powerwolf. It's Powerwolf songs sung by other artists. Which Amen Attack is sung by Millie Petroza and Mark Goetz, which I'm not sure which band they're from, but they're from another European band, I'm guessing.
Well, I guess then we're in for one hell of a ride. 'Cause,
what's this top 5 going to be like, folks?
He did this last week where he listened to fucking both sides of the Esham CD instead of just listening to the first side.
It was all it literally listed them all in order. It didn't say
why not?
It didn't say 1 and didn't say 2.
Why not?
But number 4 was Night Side of Siberia. I liked it.
All right, well, you got that one right at least.
It was good.
Oh, he got that right. What did I not get? You didn't say nothing like that on mine. Like, teacher, did I get it right?
The right CD.
And number 3 was The Evil Made Me Do It.
Not wrong CD, but okay.
I'm sorry. God damn it, dude.
Actually, that song is done by Cadaver.
I don't understand.
You need to stop using YouTube. This is not going to work out anymore.
Dude,
okay, I'll give you some Spotify family membership here. Okay?
I literally went to I looked it up. It was the album.
I know.
And then what I think my problem is I went to the bottom instead of listening to the actual album that it took me to by the actual band. I clicked on the extra one.
Why?
Which is the special one? Because it had the same thing for it had the same thing for Slipknot with the extra live versions and.
But that's just their version. That's not like a. There's not.
It's a special. It's a special. It's an actual
Slipknot
different. Version. Yeah, on the Slip. If you have YouTube Music and you have YouTube Premium, when you pull up the volume 3. And go to the actual album itself, and then go scroll all the way to the bottom. It has the option for you to click on what was referred to as the specialty pack.
I'm talking when we're gonna listen to an album. It's like, what is on one of these?
Oh, I don't, dude. I don't have all that fucking disc shit. I got fucking.
I do, but not for this type of music. This music is past the point where I start.
Okay, so
Anyways.
so then what about fucking
What's your number 2?
What about Not a Vimpy whatever?
What? What song are you talking about?
Dude, that's Ira Sancti. Yeah, that's not.
Not on the album.
No, that was done by Illuviti, which I know that band. It's a Powerwolf. These are all Powerwolf songs.
Like, I swear to God, I will send you the fucking screenshot of what this shit looks like.
No, I'm looking at it on Spotify. But on Spotify, it has the regular album, and then it has the deluxe version, which has the second CD on it.
Yeah, the same thing with mine. I pushed the deluxe version because I figured there might be some cool shit on there.
Nobody told us we had to have the deluxe version.
Yeah, fucking Demons
It's
Are
like when I
Girls'
go get
Best
my
Friend was my
pedicures
number
done, there's
one.
a deluxe.
I mean,
You
at
want deluxe?
least I got number one. At least I got like 2 of the motherfuckers, right? God damn.
Well, put it this way, dude. I'm gonna start sending you screenshots of the damn song list from now on.
Hey,
Evidently.
man. You know what? You know what I did though?
Did you even listen to the right album for yourself?
Oh, absolutely.
Was it the deluxe version that I didn't know about?
I didn't have an option for that.
Oh, okay.
I can see why, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Dirty bastard.
I'll
Hey,
explain.
Dobby.
I don't. It's not as bad as last week, but we'll get there.
Well, but what? I mean, like. Okay.
Last week was unbearable. This week was least bearable.
Okay. Hold on. Allow me to give my fucking dissertation here.
Nope. Give your number one first, and then you could give your dissertation in a minute.
Yeah,
I did.
what is
I did. I said devils are a girl's best friend. No, I swear to God, I totally did.
You did not say that. You did not say that.
Dude, hey, when you're fucking editing this thing and you fucking get to where it says it and you hear me say fucking my number one was demons are a girl's best friend and I was stoked because I got at least 2 of them right, I want you to send me a message on Messenger saying I am sorry. I am not fucking with you, Jaimie. That's how
ladies,
certain. That's how
ladies,
certain
do I have
I
2 of them
this.
right? Ladies, do I have 2 of them right?
That was exactly what I said. I was like, my number one was fucking Demons Are a Girl's Best Friend, and I was like, well, fuck. At least I got 2 of them right, I guess.
I'm gonna go with I was talking over you probably. So
it's possible.
Get him, Vito. That's all I'm saying. Get him, Vito.
Oh, he can't hear me. He can't hear me.
I know. I'm hoping.
Tell him no.
I'm hoping the telepathic juggalo speak goes out.
He's helping the telepath. The juggalo tether. That's funny.
It's like the force. It's like the force, but you can throw hatchets through it.
Here is my dissertation as to why I chose the fucking album that I chose.
Okay.
Which album is that?
ObZen by Meshuggah.
Which, just so you know, every time I hear Meshuggah, I think of System of a Down's first CD when
Yeah.
they go
Meshuggah. I know, and I say it that way in my head, and I like it.
Meshuggah.
Yeah, exactly. Or I think when I was in college and where I went to college was in the summer was like a Hasidic Jew vacation point in upstate New York.
Oh.
So you hear them talking when you're working in stores and stuff, and it's just, oh, Meshuggah. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Now
Meshuggah, Yiddish. You're gonna go to fucking Yiddish? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's the first thing I thought of when I heard that name.
You based your goddamn opinion on this fucking band.
The name has nothing to do with the opinion. Trust me.
I was like, I swear for God.
All right, I'm excited.
God.
This album, let's talk about it.
Okay, so
go.
My one of the main reasons I got into this band is because of their willingness to kind of experiment with metal. And in particular, I don't care. I'm talking about one of my fucking top. I assume it would be on everybody's top 5 if you consider yourself any type of a metal enjoying individual. The fucking song Bleed. He literally plays the fucking drums. Not upside down where they hang him in a thing, Tommy Lee fucking style upside down. Like
I've seen Tommy Lee do that. That's fucking incredible. When he does
I saw Joey Jordison do it as well. I mean, big fucking deal. But what I'm talking about is he switches it up and does with his feet on the bass pedals what would normally be done on the fucking top sets, like with the snares and the fucking.
He reverses it around.
Yeah, the hi hats, the snares, the cymbals. So that's that fucking is like.
His low beats are being played on the top beats. Yeah.
And then the low beats play, so like that's why it's slow up top here,
right?
And fast as fuck you in the bottom, and then fucking.
I'm sorry, I like that.
And then, fucking like, dude, drummers go to fucking see this goddamn drummer for this band. When drummers want to see somebody, they go to watch this motherfucker play.
Or rest in peace, Joey Jordison. We have to give it that because Joey Jordison, this guy together, to hear them do dueling drums was the first thing that came to my mind.
I would have to hear them do dueling drums to be certain as to who would be better. Because this motherfucker right here,
nobody's better.
Since Neil Peart's dead, I was gonna say it might be this guy. I don't know. He might be able to outdo Joey. I'm not 100.
I don't know about that, man. I mean,
like I said, I'm not 100. I'm not 100.
Joey's one of the top-rated drummers to have ever lived and graced us with talents. But this guy, from Meshuggah, I did see and feel a lot of damn. I wish Joey was still around for this.
And like, I'm not even gonna tell where these songs are, but like, a lot of the.
Before you go forward, I just gotta say, you mentioned one of the fucking greatest drummers of all time, Tommy motherfucking Lee, who could play a bass drum with his fucking dick while he's playing a snare drum with his sticks, but.
I mean, okay, that's cool and all, but like he's not Neil fucking Peart.
But and also, you're also leaving out the drummer from Cradle of Filth, because my dad was a professional drummer in bands for like 40 years.
I wish we could call that drummer and be like, "Hey, do you know who Neil Peart was?" And he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I loved the shit that he did." Like everybody got.
I'm sure
everybody got inspired by Neil Peart, John Paul, John Bonham, and fucking Keith Moon. Like that's fucking.
But the drummer from Cradle of Filth, my dad heard him, and my dad was a professional drummer since high school, and he literally said like, "Is that 2 drummers or 1?" I'm like, 1, and he's like, "Oh my god," he's like, "That's impressive as fuck."
Right?
Yeah. Same thing with fucking old. I don't know what's his name because I can't pronounce their names because they're not from around these parts, and I feel bad about it. I can't do it. I'm not gonna butcher their name. But like the lyrics to some of these songs, because fucking Fuller, you were like, bro, and I was like, yo, that's not a bad idea.
Right, there's something about these lyrics.
I short-handed the whole ass conversation. No, she was telling me that she was reading the lyrics and doing all the stuff like that, and I was like, you know what, I should do that. And I get like fucking, let's see. One of the lyrics that I thought was pretty awesome was "Our own blood splashes as we kneel." And then, like,
maybe I should have done that too. But
we're dormant accumulations of flesh in a crimson-filled twilight. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're dormant accumulations of flesh in a crimson-filtered twilight.
Yeah, thank you.
Mute witnesses to the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to keep the bolts of the lies tight.
Every thought, what is it? Stained, defiled, painted, the color, the shade of electric red.
Yes.
Like fucking, just like, it's fucking disgusting. Like one of my favorite ones was stare, see, take in, grasp, comprehend, assimilate.
Yeah, that's in combustion. Yep.
right?
That's stare, see, take in, grasp, comprehend, assimilate, behold your reflection.
You behold your reflection. Yep, it's framing gold-plated lies. It's the canvas herding souls, cotton weaved. The artist, the human dream, incarcerated, or I'm sorry, incinerated, drowned, or what is that? Devoured. I can't read my own handwriting. But
Deceived.
like, for fuck's sake. I mean, just that in and of itself, like, take away all the music. Take away the fucking music. Because, like, the voice is equally...
Listen to, yes, just the words.
The voice is equally as much in it. Like I told you last time, man, the voice is equally as much the instrument as the fucking rest of the band.
Here's my thing, is that there is not a hook, there is not a bridge, there's not a chorus. There's no what are they called where they fucking do the fucking... There's no rhythm, there's no
drops, there's no fucking nothing.
No hooks, no nothing. So here's my thing, is like reading that for every single song, it was like that for every song that had a story to tell, and it had some deep shit. So it's like, if somebody can't find a relation to every one, if not a few of these songs, then you're not really listening.
Well, I mean, I'm certain there are a few of them are fucking... literally about tripping. Like like one of them, the lines was like eyes diluted. I was like eyes diluted.
No edges blurred on this awareness, no unknown weight to tip the knowledge scales. Eyes dilated to grasp it all, as every illusion of what we are falls.
Thank you. That
fails,
exactly.
Falls, yeah.
Thank you for pleading my case, ma'am. But
you don't have to. This album spoke for itself.
Dude, that'll be the end of my dissertation, because, like, for me, the main reason, honestly, right out the gate, the number one reason why I chose this album was the track Bleed. Because them drums, just the drums, like, fucking take everything away from it. Just fucking
That's what I wrote down. No, drums and bass guitar. I
was like, it's like, when I first heard it, I thought something was wrong with because I bought the album for it when it came out, but, like, on CD and shit. I thought something was wrong with my, like, CD player. Like, I was like, the fuck is this?
All right, so if you're doing the dissertation, Chancy, which...
Oh yes, my dissertation is ended. I'm sorry.
Jaimie.
I told you. I wrote this shit down to try and not stray.
Oh, you're good.
She helped me keep on point, but I was still way out. I was still way the fuck out there. Thank you for the golf clap. Golf clap. Golf clap. Golf clap.
Golf clap. But I was closer. I throw you a weed biscuit, but
a wee little biscuit.
Yeah.
But
well, like you, I have notes myself, sir. So here's my whole thing. Number 5, Electric Red. There's something, like I said earlier, about a concert opener. There's those songs that really open you up to listen to more.
Wait. You got to do your review.
She pulled a Freddy.
Oh, I gotta do my review. Then I can talk about whatever.
Then we
it's
do the
whatever,
fucking...
guys. I don't care because you rambled on yourself. So shush.
I did.
It's like in Bastards we call not hitting record a Harvey. In this show we call this a Freddy.
Dissertation. I told you. There's a reason I wrote this shit out, because I knew I needed to keep my fucking...
Any hooch. The whole album, it's gonna be a 5 out of 5.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be a 5 out of 5. Like, there's just a lot of good things about it. So, am I allowed to go into my top 5, or do I have to wait?
You wait till I get to.
Oh.
I've been sitting here Vaselining up my fist, and now it's time to give it to Chancy.
Come on with it. Come on with it, man.
10.
All right, get your man pussy ready. But I had to say it for Jaimie's sake. But so. Yeah, if I had to give this album a star rating, for the music alone, I would give it like a 2 out of 5.
Ooh.
Because I couldn't understand. I should have looked at the fucking lyrics. I didn't think
you really should have.
But I shouldn't have to. That's the point. No band should make it where you actually have to look up the lyrics.
Says the guy that listens to very similar music that I have to look up the lyrics to because I can't understand it all.
There's not one band I listen to besides, well, maybe some Cradle of Filth that I would actually
Exactly. You still like music.
Like
There's a lot of your music was that way
I was
too.
thinking, I will see. Okay, allow me to rebut that, because he that's why they provide the lyrics in the CD when you buy it, like in the booklet for every song.
I love CDs for that.
And the reason they do that is because the lead singer, he's actually he's an instrument.
Yeah. There you go. That's his argument today, folks.
Oh, I was just saying, I was just waiting for him to put it back on because I didn't want to say anything relevant that he might need to hear. But no, like he the way he sings and breaks down words into syllables and makes it a part of the song in the
Maybe he's doing that just to get you to stop talking.
Nah, he just told me to shut up.
Shut up, Chancy. What were you saying?
See? I told you. No, like the reason they provide the lyrics in the booklet and everything is the fact that the way he sings the songs, he uses his voice temponically with like other elements of the song, like whether it be the combination of guitar and drums or bass and drums or something. He's always, it's always like I can understand why you wouldn't be able to hear him. However, at the same time, I have to say that the reason for that is specifically because of the fact that they provide the lyrics to the thing so you can read what they're saying, which in and of itself is, you got to admit, like, well, I'll give you the chance to read it and everything later on, but she read it.
Yeah, you're pointing at the right string, but
yeah.
See, the thing is, I rarely have the time to actually sit there and listen to a CD while actually reading like lyrics, some shit like that. Like,
I had to do that I did that at separate times.
I'm just saying, go back. I'm just saying, go back and
go back and listen, but also read it. It's fun.
Just read. Just like take one of the songs, like fuck, any one of my.
Well, wait till I get to my top 5, then you.
Yeah.
There you
go. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, overall, it wasn't a bad CD. I mean, it was much more easier to listen to than fucking Sunhouse. And that's saying something, since I can understand what the hell they're saying, but I can understand what he's saying. But it was still a lot better to listen to than him. But I mean, I can actually like headbang to this CD, which is always a big. When it's anything that's not rap, I have to be able to headbang.
That fucking opening track though, fucking.
We'll talk about it. I mean, it almost is like the same as it was when you gave me Guar's live album, and I was like, dude, I can't understand a word they're saying in the songs actually because they're ripping out too hard. But I mean, then when I actually went to another song of theirs that was when I put the song in the actual podcast episode for that one, I could understand what they were saying, and I was like, oh, they actually sound really good like this. So it was just on that one because it's a live track. This one doesn't have that. This one doesn't have that excuse.
That's understandable.
It's your CD, Chancy, so your top 5 first.
All right. Number 5. Dancers to a Discordant System.
Almost made my top 5.
That's your number 5. Okay.
Yeah, that's my number 5. ObZen. A lot of it's because of specifically like the lyric in the song that says corruption, war, and pain is God. And then I'd say my number 3 is Bleed. I mean, obviously there's the drums and everything like that, but also the lyrics, you know, fucking. I mean, to that song, I can't read my own writing to it to pick the lyrics that I wanted to show for the song, but like, for real though, just that song in and of itself, the lyrics included with the bed drumming and
Right.
the other instruments make it awesome. Number 2 is Electric Red, and I read the lyrics to Electric Red as to why I picked Electric Red, because they have profound information in that song. And number one, my
Mhm.
number one was actually Combustion.
Oh.
And if I look back to my dissertation, I was gonna say I looked back. I was trying to look back to my dissertation to try and read my. I believe the reason was stare, see, take in, grasp, comprehend, assimilate.
Behold your reflection.
Behold your reflection. Yeah, that whole part about it's it's framing gold-plated lies. You know, that whole bit just fucking. It's intense.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's bloody fucking intense.
Oh man.
All right, Jaimie. As a guest, you're next for top 5.
Okay, well, I guess Combustion should be my honorable mention because I'm surprised at myself for not putting that on my list right now.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm doing the same thing you do. Every other goddamn song's a fucking honorable mention because it's all good.
Exactly. It's all good. Like
It's
I
all
already switched
good.
2 of my things around, so my order's already changed from what I wrote down originally. But number 5 is Electric Red. Like I said earlier, good concert opener is how it felt to me, but the manipulation it talks about that the people should see, they should know, like, but then yet it's being pointed out to us, like it's quite interesting, so I like that.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yes. Then number 4, now am I saying this right? Lethargica, am I getting that right?
I
Yep.
believe so, yeah.
And we actually match on that one.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
First person
There's
match
something about the void clenches his determined jaws, a lethargic, careless motion to kill, monstrous prejudice, indifferent, slow, and deliberate. Its torturous skills. There's something about that kind of spoke to me in a weird way. All these lyrics, like, were just like almost a mind fuck in a fun way.
What the fuck?
But it's got that twisted view that's still logical enough to me, but then if you think about it in a music way, they're talented like Tool. I was really into it.
It's like heavy metal Tool.
Yeah,
but
it's
like you don't ever understand what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
and then once you look it up, you're like, oh. Same thing with like Job for a Cowboy.
Think about this in spoken word.
I know, right?
So then that leads to be number 3 is Bleed for me.
Nice.
Now the drums and the bass is what got me at first. If the drums and the bass, just something about that. Yeah, and the thing is though, which oddly this relates to my family, that this song's about an aneurysm. So to oddly connect that, we have a family history of that, and just this song, just like I remember in moments of upset, super angry, or just something really crappy is happening, this would be the kind of music I would listen to. This is kind of what would take me into my zone and kind of get me to chill out. So the song Bleed was my number 3. 2 is ObZen. The Obscene Zen. There's just something about the chaotic calm. The fuckery, I guess, is how I feel. So then number 1, which I was surprised to hear this was your number 5, but number 1 is Dancers to a Discordant System. There's just, it perks my curious George inside of me. There's just something about how we're doing life without knowing that we're doing life at times. that we go through. Have you ever been on the road and you're just like, wow, how did I get here? Like a machine. This song kind of points that out to you, like dancers to a discordant system. Like, stop for a second. Think about what you're doing. Not that it's a bad thing.
The reason that was my number 5 is because I also like it being at the end of the album, keeping everyone wanting more.
Oh, it does, because it's like, well, what more do you know? What more do you want to let me in on?
Right?
What is it? What is it that's going down that I need to perk up to now? So, album, get out.
I'm pretty stoked to hear about your number 5, man, for real.
Ooh, yeah. Well,
Even as much as you hated it, I mean.
Well, it's funny because I actually didn't write this down even, but my honorable mention is Dancer Over Discordant System.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's still good, though.
I did like it, but it didn't hit my top 5. But I did like the intro to it a lot. Like the way it started, I was just like, something different actually from this band. Because you know me, I like with like Nightwish and like Powerwolf. I like every song to sound like a little different because I like the different styles in a CD. Like it just proves how good a band you could be. But so my number 5 is Bleed because I did like that song a lot, and you got to remember. All my top 5 are based mainly off the music because I could barely hear anything they were saying because I don't get why you need to scream shit. I mean, even Creole Filth does slow verses like in the middle of their songs where they'll say the same thing again but slower. But number 4 was Lethargica. I did like that song a lot. Number 3 was Combustion. So you see,
Nice.
we pretty much all have the same top 5, just not in the same order.
Right.
But number 2, and actually, well, no, that's not going to be true for one.
I'm wondering if you got something in there that I should have added as an honorable mention.
Possibly, but number 2 is Electric Red.
So we did match on that.
Yeah.
We got that in there.
And number 1 was Pineal Gland Optics.
Oh yeah, pineal gland. That was definitely going to be an honorable mention on me.
I didn't even, but nobody. The Spiteful Snake. That should have been on someone's list. Why was that not mentioned?
It was
honorable mention.
I put the whole ass album on an honorable mention.
Well, right? I mean, that's easy to do with all these albums. To be honest with you, the amount of songs on there, like you can at least enjoy a piece of everything, or most of the album. It just depends. Depends on the day.
I mean, this CD overall it was good, but it wasn't as good as like Gwar even or freaking Dog Fashion Disco.
Well, I mean, nothing's better than Dog Fashion Disco or Gwar, so I mean, that's a high bar to set, sir.
Yeah, well, my bars are always set high based on my music, so.
Yeah.
Someone so bougie. It's the bougie.
It's that northeastern thing, man.
It's that pinky in the air shit again.
Nothing beats my music in my mind. I mean, I'm sure most people feel the same way, but nothing beats my music in my mind. It never will. People have been trying to hate my music.
Yeah. You're just the best.
And my music has been getting hated on for 20 years.
My music. I like how he's like, my music. My
music's been also getting hated on for about that
Listen,
long.
that's what I thrive in life. I've always been the opposite. So, I mean, Chancy, you understand this. Where I live and everything, it's just I've always been the opposite. I haven't done it on purpose, but I mean, it's just what I like. I always stand out, or I'm always different. It's like, y'all, like, if you even think just Slipknot and stuff's different, just think of what else I listen to. Like, come on. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm just happy that how much I really liked the albums that I listened to. I was quite shocked at that.
I mean, I could see you jamming out to Jungle Fever, but
I jam out to a lot of stuff, so I can't say I wouldn't ever do any song out there. Music's music. It's somebody's art, and I'll enjoy it.
I try, as Chancy knows, but sometimes I just can't agree with it. But all right, so we went through all 3 CDs already. So next week on the show, we have Quentin, supposedly the best bastard, Vanderstroop. I debate that fact, but I will say that it's going to be interesting to have him on. I'll announce my CD for next week then, because I made my choice a couple days ago. After going through a couple different rappers I was going to pick, I mean, I considered 3-6 Mafia at one point because they're amazing, but I'm thinking of saving them for someone else. But because I do have other podcasters lined up and I have ideas for them as well already. And I was gonna do Real Wolf Productions, who is just a DJ who works with a bunch of underground rappers and puts out like compilations. But I changed my mind by halfway through the CD I was thinking of. But I then went to this artist and I was like, ooh. I'm like, Chancy's gonna love this CD. I already know because it's right in there with the darkest parts of Chancy's mind, where he'll drag his ass through glass for freaking Christina Ricci. But
No, it's my dick.
Drag his dick. Yes.
My dick.
He will
not
drag
my
his
ass.
dick.
well, if you're dragging one, you're dragging the other.
No, I'm not.
Well, I picture you scooting like a dog, but
Nah.
Okay. Anyways, what is the album, sir?
Yeah, what's your album?
He is gonna get this. You both are getting the CD next week. Well, you and Q are getting Snuff HD by Scum.
All right.
Which I guarantee neither of you has ever heard of the rapper named Scum.
I have not.
He was not on my birthday bracket, even though I did want to put him on there, but I knew he wouldn't make it long with the crowd I had, so I just picked wisely.
Interesting.
So, you all be getting Snuff HD by Scum, and I'm sending you a damn picture of the song list. I swear to fucking God, Chancy.
Dude, I tried. No, I defend what happened today because it opened my palette to fucking different songs, but it had the same cover. It had the same cover on it for fuck's sake.
I understand. You and Frey did the same thing last week, so I can kind of understand that one. This one I can understand too because it was a 2-disc CD. And the second disc was all covers of Powerwolf songs by other bands.
Right. I didn't know this.
Because Powerwolf got so big that they were able to get 20 other bands and artists to do their songs on CD for them. So, but do you have your pick, Chancy?
I do believe I do, sir. After having a good hard think about it, I think I'm ready to die.
Well, don't do it on live. Don't do it on live, please. You know we have no watchers.
No, I mean like "Ready to Die" by fucking Notorious B.I.G.
Oh my lord!
I was thinking about it.
This week, I am a witness to know that Chancy better not screw it up next time.
I can't screw it up this time. I mean, I picked an album that you can't fuck up. We don't even know what the fuck he's making us listen to, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Chancy, it's gonna get you so excited, I think.
Why?
I just know your affliction with horror movies, so.
I'm interested to know what this is gonna be now.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
I was gonna say, no, I'm really like, I don't understand like the horror movies.
Yeah, well, the CD is called Snuff HD. So.
Okay, I can dig it, but like I thought you were talking about. I thought for some reason like Q suddenly told you his shit, and like we were like, wait.
No, I've not. I told Q he can tell us tomorrow or in the next few days.
Oh, I'm telling him to tell us now.
I see that. All right, we'll give him a minute, and I'll edit this part out if need be. But I do gotta. All right, you're doing the wrong thing though, because you gotta tag Jess, because Q doesn't watch chat ever.
Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love how you're like a guy get the wife, because she'll take care of it.
She usually does, but
yeah.
If she doesn't, she gets spanked. But
oh my god,
Jesus Christ!
Seriously. Oh my god.
Alright, we're not waiting around for this fucker because I gotta thank you everybody for listening to Maniacal Music Musings. And see, I fucked up once again. I always do, but I like to keep that in there because it's a fun part of the show. And our guest once again was Jaimie motherfucking full of Spocks from Bracket Bastards, the Mouthy Bastard herself. And Jaimie, why don't you give your socials?
Oh man, I mean, depending on where you want to find me, please hit me up on a DM to let me know you're not a bot. I'm tired of these sugar mamas on Snapchat because I am on there. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. as my name, Jaimie. Otherwise, you can look me up as Slipknot Chica or Slipknot Chica 17.
Yeah,
You'll find me.
Every time I try to tag you on Twitter on stuff, it almost makes me twag the real Slipknot.
Oh well, I've had this for years, so.
Oh yeah, they'll get tagged for this one anyway. So I always tag them when we include them in something. But Chancy, yes, one and only social, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the
Book of Faces.
My name. That's my first name. That's my first name right there.
Yeah, you should be able to spell
that,
mine then too. There's no excuse today, right?
You take it and you type it into the Book of Faces, and I'm sure. I mean, like, how many could pop up? Really? Just roll the dice. And
remember, people listen to this podcast audioly cannot see your finger pointing at them.
Oh well, they're just that's okay. They'll know that they can go to Parapost Network channel on Facebook and they can take a look into this video.
True.
Damn, she's got that shit locked down.
You better hear it because Parapost, you got it. That's for the live version of all this madness right there.
And of course, you all know you can find me on the Paranormal The New Normal Facebook group where all my stuff is posted every week, and it's usually mainly me and Chancy posting stuff. So. And my girl Sabrina once in a while because I let her do things, but I let her do things. But you can also find me on Twitter and the Gram as Juggalo Bastard. And you could, of course, find me on, as Chancy calls it, the Book of Faces, like Osh had. And you could find me there as Jeremy Bryant or the Facebook group, either way. If you want to be on the show and you're a podcaster, please hit me up. I'm more than willing to set up a date for you. And that will do it for tonight. We thank our guests for coming on. And we will see you all next week with 3 new CDs to talk about.